We continue our coverage of the Palm Springs International Short Festival. Noam Argov is the director of the film Sulam, which means ladder, playing this year at the ShortFest. Is that correct? It means ladder?
Yes, it does mean ladder.
It's a good thing they put stuff in the script. It makes me look smart. So tell me about this movie that you put together, the short film, because it is based on your personal experiences.
Yeah, it's a mother-daughter immigrant story about a young girl who finds herself translating for her mother who doesn't speak English. And it sort of creates a fracture in their relationship, and it's kind of like a coming-of-age story.
All right, so I want to dig into this because this sounds really, really interesting. It sounds like it could be very funny, but also very poignant.
Yeah, there's one funny moment, but it's definitely dramatic. It's a drama. Yeah.
It's a drama.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So, but when you're translating, and so I assume that this comes from some personal experiences translating for relatives of yours.
Yes, my parents.
Yeah, your parents. And so, did it put you like in a position where you felt like you couldn't say what they were saying, or was it?
Yeah, I think it just came from experiences of having people not understand them and kind of having to like grow up really fast and be the adult in the situation.
So you found yourself as a buffer.
Yeah, absolutely. And also people maybe not wanting to understand them sometimes because they had accents, and kind of dealing with the shame around that. And then reflecting back as an adult about how I feel ashamed now that I was ashamed, and kind of empathizing more with my mom as I've gotten older.
Right, that guilt that comes from like, oh, I took the wrong side on that one.
For sure.
So obviously it's a personal film for you, but tell me about coming to Palm Springs and bringing it to this Short Fest, which is a pretty internationally acclaimed Short Fest.
Yeah, it's been my dream to screen a short film here. I used to do documentaries, and this is my second narrative scripted short film. So it's really exciting to be here because this is one of the top short film festivals in the world, really.
And what made you switch from documentaries to narrative?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think I just wanted to tell smaller stories, more personal stories. I really like family dramas and kind of the intimate stuff, and I think documentaries can get very big and like political and things like that, and I wanted to tell a more subtle, intimate family story.
Obviously, as a filmmaker, it's important to get these films in front of audiences, and for short films in particular, the film festival route is the way to do that, right? It's what you depend upon.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because I mean, I think now with the internet, we can just put it online, but it's curated, it lends credibility, and it's amazing. There's a great industry that comes through the festival, so we can meet all of them too.
I think that's a really great point. The internet allows you to get the work out there, but it's a little different at a film festival. As you say, it's gone through several lenses, and then also, though, you have that audience, a bigger audience coming to see these films and meet the filmmakers.
Yeah, and I'm still such a big proponent of screening in a theater, and it's really such a different experience to see it with everyone, and you feel the emotion in the room, and you feel when the audience is with you, and that's really special.
I think that's really important, that communal experience where we go through the same emotions all together in a room. It's one of those bonding processes that we miss. All right, you can check it out. Again, the film is called Sulam, and it is screening on Saturday. You can go to psfilmfest.org. And there it is, Saturday the 24th, 2:30. It's part of the Parental Control series. They divvy up these films into series, so you're going to see a series of short films with the same similar kind of genre themes going on. Noam, thank you so much for coming on and telling us about your film, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.